All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to my channel, Fresh Potato. And in today's video, I wanted to take the time to defend Jafar Jackson because people have been trying to, I guess, get on him for not looking like Michael Jackson. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, well, the reason why he don't look like Michael Jackson is because he's not Michael Jackson's kid. He is his nephew. If anything, he's gonna look like Jermaine Jackson, his father. So that's why I'm like, seeing people going off about that, and I'm like, fam, don't ruin this movie before the movie comes out. Because I feel like there are gonna be people, they're gonna be like, oh, he don't look here. The thing is this. Sounds like Michael, dances like Michael. The movie, it's gonna be. I feel like that this movie is definitely gonna be one of those. Like if they're talking from his beginning, like of his career, his life and all that stuff, and the movie ends off with like his tragic passing. This movie is going to probably be one of the most emotional driven like ride movies out there inside. I couldn't really, it's like 1 in the morning, words ain't really wording and stuff, but I just know that this is going to probably be one of the best movies that we can watch, because when you sit down and you think about it, when we look at Michael Jackson's career, this man put out top tier songs. No, hold on for it, let me rewind on that. Top tier albums. Okay, this man put out top tier albums. He put together music videos for these same albums and stuff. So my thing is this. You have it where there's people that want to do a Michael Jackson movie and do it right. Because what the last good Michael Jackson movie, not that Man in the Mirror movie, is no disrespect to those that was behind it, but I'm just gonna keep it a buck with you. That was not a good movie, okay? But the last good Michael Jackson movie that we got a chance to see, and I feel like they didn't really get to showcase his whole career. It just showed like a point of his career. But that Jackson 5 movie that had came out, that was probably the last good Michael Jackson movie. Because I remember sitting down and watching that movie, and I was like, wow, I'm invested. I'm like, no, this is actually pretty good. I think that that's what this movie is going to do to us. And I seen the trailer. I was like, fam, I honestly, just in that little teaser trailer that they showed, I can't wait for the full trailer. But that teaser trailer, I'm like, yeah, bro, I had to watch it a couple of times because I'm like, man, this is going to be good, But yeah, I wanted to talk on that though, real quick. People like, I guess, getting upset that he don't look like him and stuff. And I'm like, fam, just even this picture right here, I'm like, it's one of those things where because it was funny, there's this video that's going viral where he's in his like in an acting class, and I didn't like hear the audio, but I'm assuming that, oh yeah, it's like this is Michael Jackson's nephew Jaafar Jackson and stuff, and everybody's like flipping out in the classroom and stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, if I'm sitting next to him, like let's say we're rehearsing, like we're doing a movie scene, yeah, let's say we're doing like Boys in the Hood or something, I'm like, oh yeah, my name's Tyler Moss, I'm like, what's your name? He's like, oh, Jafar Jackson. And I'm like, dang, I'm like, nah, say that again. He's like, and he says it. I'm like, dang, I'm like, he sound like a Jackson. His last name is Jackson, kind of look like a Jackson a little bit. And if he looks like how he looks here in this picture and stuff, I'm like, he kind of got like that Jermaine Jackson haircut and stuff, where it's like slicked on the sides and then curly on top and stuff. And I'm like, nah, maybe not and things. I'm like, maybe not. But I'm like, but hey, we're gonna be doing the ending scene of Boys in the Hood and stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, my uncle Michael, he used to watch that movie all the time. I'm like, oh well, then there you go. I'm like, oh, so you're a Jackson. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, nah, I gotta step up in things with this acting class, because I'm like, yeah, we got a Jackson in here. I'm like, man, I'm like, you already have it down with music, and now you trying to get into acting. I'm like, bro, I can't compete. But nah, man, it's like if you guys haven't had a chance to see the trailer, watch the trailer. But maybe if you're somebody that don't really watch trailers, you're like, nah, I like watching the movie when it comes out. Because no, there are some people out there that's like that. I have a friend that's actually like that. He don't watch trailers. He waits for the movie to come out. And I'm like, man, that's a dangerous, like, gambling game that you play in there and stuff. Because I'm like, me, I gotta see a trailer before I just go. There are some movies where I'm like, if it's an old movie, I haven't seen the trailer. But anyways, no, overall though, it's like, bro, he sounds like Michael. There are some scenes where I'm like, he looks exactly like Michael Jackson and stuff. And so that's why I'm like, fam, I don't think they're going to get this far with the movie, and where they're showcasing us a trailer and stuff. And then it's like, on top of that, just it being a teaser trailer. I'm like, fam, it really, how like when people, they do them like montages of Michael Jackson, because there's this one that I actually reposted on TikTok. And I'm like, that's what it kind of felt like. It felt like, I mean, yeah, obviously, it's like, it ain't Michael, it's his nephew. But still, though, it's like, dang, like he really embodied the Michael Jackson persona and stuff. So yeah, I like, bro. My thing is this. This is what I gotta say about this movie. When the movie does come out, I feel like it's definitely gonna be an emotional, driven movie and stuff where it's like we're gonna be laughing, we're gonna be like, off up in the theaters, like just kind of like dancing a little bit and stuff. Cause yeah, it's Michael Jackson. It's like if you, I guarantee it's gonna be, how like back in the like some years ago, there was like try not to sing, rap, or dance challenge and stuff. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where it's like we're gonna be trying to do that. We're like, we ain't gonna dance. We ain't gonna dance. As soon as Thriller start, I guarantee and I promise you, you're gonna have some people in the theaters. We definitely gonna see some videos where people are singing in the theaters, dancing, probably just losing their minds when this movie comes out and stuff. But I feel like that, here's what I personally think. I'm like, that's why I'm very curious on how they're gonna do the ending of this movie. Because if they do it where it's the sad ending and then there's songs playing and all that, yeah, there's definitely gonna be some people in there where it's like they're gonna be crying and all this other stuff, especially if you grew up listening to Michael. But I'm like, fam, I just remember like that time frame of when Michael Jackson, because it was 2009. I was like 12 at the time and stuff. So, anyways, but I just remember when that day when he passed, fam, it was the thing is this. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I was not a Michael Jackson fan like that. I wasn't like listening to, I say that there was a few of his songs I had listened to. What else? And then I would watch some of his videos from time, because my favorite video is the one that he did with Chris Tucker, "You Rock My World." And so yeah, so there was that, but I just remember like getting back to what I was saying. But no, I just remember like that time frame of when he passed, like even the day after, I'm like, fam, it felt depressing. I'm like, that's one thing that I'll say about his passing. I was all like, bruh, that was a really depressing time. And then when they his funeral, I remember being home and watching that and stuff, and I'm like, dang, man, I'm like, I didn't really know him like that, but I'm like, fam, I feel that pain and stuff. Like I feel that pain that everybody is feeling, and I'm like, man, it was very depressing. So that's why I'm like, I'm curious how this movie is gonna go about. But I here's the thing though. Maybe I'm jumping the gun when I say this, but just based off of the trailer and how Jafar Jackson was acting, I think he's gonna definitely win some awards. If it might not be an Oscar, it might not, but he's definitely gonna win some awards. It's gonna be one of those things where it puts him on the map. I feel like him just being, like when they even announced that this movie was coming out and that his Jafar Jackson was gonna be playing as him. Yeah, I think that it put him even on the map back then, because it was all like, whoa, wait a minute, let's see what he's about. Because yeah, there was some songs of his that I heard, and I'm like, yeah, he has that voice. I'm like, and then he's taking up an acting class. That yeah, he's gonna kill this movie. It's like, but kill it in a good way, like where it's like, yeah, I feel like people, they were like, well, wait, what you mean by kill? They're like, oh, he's gonna do. No, I think this is gonna probably be one of the best movies to come out in this decade. If not, then one of the best movies to come out in this century. I'm like, when you're comparing it to the other Michael Jackson movies that came out, I'm like, yeah, the last good one was probably that Jackson 5 one. There might be some people that argue and say that movie wasn't even good. But when comparing that to that Man in the Mirror, yeah, I think we all know the obvious answer for that and stuff. But no, I think that this movie is going to be good, especially if his family is behind it and making sure that they do things right. And they're like, let's not, because I hopefully this ain't one of those movies where it's like that Tupac movie, where it's like, yeah, they make it seem like that, oh, yeah, this movie's going to be good. Movie comes out, and then there's all these different people saying, that never happened. What was this scene in there for? Like, what did you? Please do not do that. I'm like, do not do this with that movie. But I think I don't know who exactly. Let me check real quick and see what who is behind this movie and stuff. Because if it's his family, nah, I don't think his family is gonna be behind. Hopefully they have like some sort of say so and things, or somebody consulted with them and stuff when doing this movie. But if not, then I'm like, and then if they're like, I'm pretty sure that they overall, because no, who talked on it where it was a one of the, I think it was it Prince Jackson? I think it was Prince Jackson. He posted, and that's Michael Jackson's kid. and I think he did post about yeah, he posted about the movie. So I'm like, yeah, my thing is this: if you got it where his son, Michael Jackson's son, is talking about the movie, because I kind of did some research on this and stuff, and I was like, yeah, if he posted about it, then I'm like, yeah, most likely this movie is gonna be good and stuff. And I'm like, so yeah, that's I'm curious about how this movie's how it's gonna be when it comes out. But yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure they consulted with the family. There's absolutely, and I think they even said that Catherine Jackson, the Jacksons like moms and stuff, and his grandmother, even she said that he embodied the Michael Jackson persona. So that's why I'm like, yeah, bro, it's just left up to how they gonna write this movie out, and how this, because hopefully they ain't no stuff where it's like we all gonna know about the movie the day it releases. Like the Jacksons, they all seem like one cut the movie, but when the movie comes out, it's a complete. Hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully it's, they seen the final cut, and the cut that we all plan on seeing. We can all agree and say it's gonna be a good movie and stuff. So, but anyways, yeah, I just think that those hating on Jafar Jackson for playing as his uncle and stuff, I'm like, who else could have did it? You name an actor, because I'm like, fam, there's not too many people in this world I think that could play as Michael Jackson. So I'm like, and just seeing just the small teaser trailer that they showed, I'm like, he got me convinced. But I'm like, would you guys? And that would be my question. Would you have rather seen him play as Michael Jackson, or seen that Fabio Jackson guy, that Michael Jackson impersonator, play as Michael Jackson? Because I guarantee and I promise you that if it so after, and the funny thing is, it's like seeing him playing. People are gonna probably be like, "This is his first movie. There ain't no way possible he gonna be able to, have like a good performance and all that." He's literally playing as his uncle, his family member, somebody that he most likely knew. All right, so I'm like, I haven't really seen too many interviews, but I'm pretty sure he actually knew his uncle, not knew of him, but actually knew him. Fabio Jackson, on the other hand, the only thing that he's done is watch Thriller 1,083 times, and then he's all like, okay, I think I can move like that a little bit. I think I can, that's not the same as actually knowing the person. So that's why I'm like, if it's a toss up between them two, I'm choosing Jafar Jackson, somebody with a little bit more homework compared to other, impersonators and stuff. So he is actually a Jackson. Fabio Jackson, that man, his name is probably Richard Cunningham or something. I don't know. I'm like, it's just a randomly generated name, but he ain't no Jackson, not like Jafar Jackson. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.